welcome to week 2 of a series I'm doing with my friend Kirsten called Book to Reality, where we are bringing some of our favourite books to life. And this week we're continuing on with our reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So let's just jump into this week's video and see what we're going to make. So this week I just started off again by doing some more research on Pinterest, and here I am just putting together a little mood board of some of the ideas that I found. And then just moving on to doing a quick little sketch of an idea I had for how the manor should look. And I was just doing this on my iPad on Procreate. Now I'm just printing out my research so that I can put it into my sketchbook. And I'm just putting all my research into a sketchbook just because I find it easier to have it there, even though on Pinterest you can put it onto a board. I just like to see it all out in front of me so that I can reference it while I'm making stuff, and it also saves me from getting any screens dirty from the middle of painting or anything like that when I'm making stuff. And then I'm just going ahead and making some little annotations and notes as to why I put those pictures in there, just so I don't forget in case there was anything specific. Now I'm just moving on to doing some window drawings and sketches. I was just doing a bunch of different designs, trying to see what I might use for my model, and these are all just random ideas at this point. Doing some more little flower designs that could be added onto windows and doors just to add some more decoration. Received a really exciting package in the mail, and it's not really to do with Books to Reality, but I thought I would just bring you along so I could do a little unboxing because I'm very excited for this. This is something for my little workshop room, and hopefully it will help me to be able to make a bunch more stuff. So let's open the package and see what it is. So I have ordered myself a Cricut machine. And a Cricut machine is for cutting, and I got the maker version, which means you can cut over 300 different materials. So I got the actual machine that came with it, and it came with a couple of cutting mats as well. One's a fabric one and one is a light grip. And then it came with some wires as well, which I don't know what these are for yet, but I'm going to figure it out. It came with a pen that you can use to draw as well as cut on the machine. You can actually buy a bunch of different blades and stuff as well. And I got myself this machine so that I can be able to cut more stuff For example, in model making, when I'm trying to cut some really small stuff, it can be hard to do that with a scalpel. So this will make it a lot easier and quicker. And basically I got this as an alternative to a laser cutter because they are super expensive and I couldn't buy one of them. Plus these are small and can be kept in the office and will be good for doing other art and that type of thing as well. And in the box it actually came with some material to do some little test samples on, which was really nice. It all came really nicely packaged and it all seems very high quality, and the machine that I got came with 2 mats and 2 blades to get you started, and then it has instructions and all that sort of stuff in the box. But yeah, so it was really nicely packaged, and I am now going to move on to doing some little trials with it. So just now I am just drawing up some windows on CAD, which this is just to do a little test cut with my new machine, so I'm seeing how small it can cut. And here's the machine up and running, just doing some little cuts for my window. Actually turned out really well and the machine works really well. So here's me just taking the windows off of the mat because it has to stick onto it, it's just the way it works. And windows managed to cut out in a really small scale, so I was really pleased with that and I just thought I'd test it. And here are the windows. So yeah, they came out really well and this will be great for future projects. Now I'm just moving back on to do some more sketches, this time I'm doing a window just now. And then I'm adding some more detailing on that matches some of my research. And here I am just doing a coloured version of that window. For the colours I used some Copic markers, but they actually turned out much darker and more of an orangey colour than I wanted it to be, so this is not the colour I will be going for my building. In the book it's described as being a light stone colour, so that's more what I'll go for. But also in next video I might try and do some paint samples and do some samples as to what colour the building is going to be. Now just moving on to doing a bigger, more fleshed out version of the building, just a little sketch to help me when I move on to drawing it up in CAD. In my last video I've sort of been looking at Georgian designs and farmhouse, however I've sort of expanded upon that this time and have been looking into Baroque designs as well as Art Nouveau. Baroque is a lot more detailed and extravagant, as you can see by like some of my drawings. I added some more details in. And then I also looked at Art Nouveau, which is sort of plant inspired, which I thought would fit the theme of the manor quite well. And here's some images of some Baroque / Art Nouveau style details. I'm currently at the stage where I've still not yet got a fully finished design. I'm still not decided on my window and door designs, however I think I have my general shape of the manor decided. Here's a little rough sketch of sort of what I'm thinking. I've added on sort of like a greenhouse design, which isn't actually described in the book. But I just thought it'd be a nice feature to add on, and again I think it goes along with the Spring Court vibe. And here's just to show you closer as well some of the window and door designs that I've done. Again, trying out styles. As you can see, my design has sort of developed over the process. As you can see, here's my initial design, which then developed adding the side bit, which initially I was going to have as a balcony. And then through more of my drawings, I sort of developed this into the greenhouse design, and then sort of doing a combination of the designs. So as you can see, I've just been constantly designing and changing things, coming up with ideas. So I'm really enjoying these sort of styles. So this is sort of the theme that I'm going for. So now I'm just going to continue and start with doing a technical drawing to get the main shape of the building done, and then we can sort of progress on to doing some more designs. So now I am going to continue to focus on designing, as well as moving on to do a mock-up of my model for the next video, so I will be actually making stuff next time. But that's all for my designing stuff in the last couple of weeks. As I was saying, this is a continuing process, and I will keep updating as I sort of go along. Apologies for showing this on my iPad, however this is my work in progress technical drawing which I've been doing on my computer, and this is the easiest way to show you because I can't print it out at the minute. I don't have any printer ink. So here's sort of a close-up of the design. As you can see, my windows are sort of similar to my sketches. Carrying that through to the design, I've added some railings, some door designs. So this is sort of the generic whole shape of the building at the minute. However, as I was saying, I'm not fully settled on my window and door design, so I'm going to keep developing as I go. And here is sort of a side view of this greenhouse design that I've been coming up with. Lots of windows. This will be windows on the top here as well. And then, as you can see, it's just attached to the top of the manor. But as I was saying, none of this is still finalised yet. This is just my current work in progress. And here is the opposite side of the manor on my iPad. Which, as I was saying, all of this is subject to change on what I'm thinking about doing. But that's sort of where I've gotten up to in the design process so far. I'll be continuing on with designing further and doing an actual mock-up next time, so stay tuned for the next video if you're interested in seeing that. But that is all for my drawings. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the video and made it all the way to the end, and I will see you in my next video next week. Bye!